Here we go, the third series of the day. Gonna be starting off with Aurora Gaming going up against GK Esports. Their casters Wolf and Naisu. And I know that because it's us casting and we know this is our friend Midnight coaching Aurora Gaming, we probably will be a little bit more informed about Aurora Gaming.
More informed. That's a good way to put it. Yeah, that's a good way to put it, Wolf. For our third series of the day, we've gone back to back, full series, man, 3-game series so far. This one, I'm not so sure of, because if we have to go ahead and let's take a peek first at GK Esports, man. Of course, a lot of these teams, again, for a lot of our viewers out there, they've watched a lot of these teams just compete in the international in Paris leading into this for Games of the Future in Astana, Kazakhstan. And so the reps are there. That's why I like to say, the reps were there. The meta, it's so funny how this happened, though, because the meta kind of changed over the course of that tournament alone. And I think it's pretty much set in stone for what we'll see here for Games of the Future. But for GK Esports, I think they had some tough opponents, right? I think if I recall correctly, the ones that knocked them out of the tournament was SRG, which we'll get to see play more, obviously, here in the Games of Future as well. But GK was a team that I felt like just, like, when it came down to executing their compositions that they brought into the games, it just seemed a little messy. Like the total idea was there, but it just wasn't executed right. And if you're going to go and compare them to a team like Aurora Gaming, who are, as we get a look at Coach Midnight, of course, they're one of the masterminds of making things different in the draft. I think that's the biggest curveball that can be thrown at GK Esports to stop them and knock them out of Games of the Future. So, they have all the information they need. I think that's one of the things that even happened to Aurora in their run in MSC. Teams were able to read them out. You have that surprise factor with some interesting picks and everything, like the Rafaela mid and all this other stuff. But it's just like, eventually that's going to be read out. Now, my main question at GK Esports is, have they taken the time to be able to come up with a game plan against an opponent like Aurora?
Yeah, I feel like GK Esports, because I've seen this team, right? They already performed in the group stages, and I was able to cast most of their games, and I'm actually duly impressed on what I saw from them. They definitely have improved from how they look like during the early stages of the MSC, and even in the MSC, it's like, yeah, they do have a lot of potential, is what I feel like. And when they performed here just recently, I kind of feel that, yeah, surely there is something that they really can use against the top teams in the region. So I feel like this is going to be interesting. However, Aurora Gaming is a team that is all about preparation. And when we talk about this team, when we talk to the teams, to some of the top teams here in the Philippines, when you were out in MSC, I asked some of them, and they always say that, yeah, Aurora Gaming is the team to beat actually for MSC because of how strong they were in their performance during the scrims, right? So I'm pretty sure that this